Hi Sagittarius, thank you for joining me today. This is your astrology prediction for 2015. I'm going to have a look at every month of 2015 and give you an idea of what you'll be working with. So, to start, in January, you really make a huge dent in your financial life. I see you starting out with your midheaven, the Sun, Pluto, Mercury and Venus in your second house of finances. And what that means is it's like a breath of fresh air in your money life. So if things have been difficult financially, they start to look up. There's a lot of movement in there. And when there is a lot of energy and movement in that sector, a lot of things happen, basically. So if nothing is going on financially for you now, January will see a lot of hopes and dreams coming true and things starting to look more harmonious and looking better. So congratulations on that. February sees that really shift, so that energy leaves completely. The financial benefits, windfalls, whatever that come in January, that completely leaves your life and you're completely done with that, and your focus really shifts into communication and family. Family communication may be a little bit strained and difficult. People you love may be a little bit aggressive and may bring up past hurts. But your real talent and your real gift is really putting things into words in February. So Sagittarius, you're a natural teacher anyway. You have a way with words. You have a way of imparting information. You connect with your, with your Aquarian side of things, and you're able to impart things in a kind of selfless way. So I would really like you to do some speaking, writing, talking, singing, something like that in February, because you have a real knack to communicate your gift. Mercury stays in Aquarius in your third house in March, so that continues. The family side of things continues as well. Little conflicts. I'm really getting a sense of kind of a niggling kind of feeling here, a little bit of, splitting hairs. Someone in your life is kind of not happy and is kind of pecking at you a little bit. Okay, so I would suggest sidestepping that energy, because you're not going to be able to resolve anything here or make major inroads. What I do see is that your romantic and relationship life becomes really different in March. And what I'm saying here, and please don't get me wrong on this, but what I'm seeing is that there's, and this is very, I've never given this kind of message, but if you're straight, you could have a temptation to go the other way, or a curiosity. And if you're gay, you may have a curiosity to go the other way. But I'm really getting that because I've got a very odd placement of Uranus, Venus, and Mars in your fifth house of romance. So there's a real element of doing things differently and trying new things in terms of your romantic sexual life. Interesting. So that kind of certainly won't be boring in March. Okay, that continues in April, and you will communicate that in a really healthy, loving way. And I see that your daily life is influenced by these choices. So it could be that you spend more time with this person. It could be that if you're in a relationship already, that you try different things and things change as a result of that. But I really see that desire, you put that into action, and as a result of that action, your life changes in some way. And I'm getting that it changes positively, because you're exploring things and you like to explore things, but there's no backlash. You explore things in a positive way, and it gives you greater experience and it gives you greater knowledge. The family problems continue. I don't know what this is, but it's a pain, a hurt, some vague notion that has been activated and that continues to kind of haunt your family life. So this could be a relative who's been excommunicated for a couple of years, coming back in and making problems for everybody. It could be that someone remembers that you stole their cookies when you were 5 and they want to take it out on you. It's something really vague and something really non-significant that is just being like a little wasp in your life and is buzzing around you and annoying you. So just be aware of that sort of influence, and that may be a little bit tricky. Now in May, you've got Saturn sitting right on top of your ascendant, and it means that you're going to have a real strong sense of who you are. And you're also going to have a real sense of exploration and doing new things and expanding as a person. So far this year, you're really learning new things. You're exploring relationships, you're exploring who you are, what your hopes and dreams are, and it's making you bigger. It's increasing your realm of experience. What I do see though at this time of year is constant up and downs in terms of your finances. I don't see a lot of structure there. I see feast and famine. I see either having loads or having very little. So don't expect a lot of financial security to kind of nurture you in that sense and to rely on that very much. Get your comfort and your nurturing from learning and exploring and the process of making yourself bigger. Okay, by the time June comes around, I really see that you're able to reinvent yourself as a human being. If you've felt like you've been stuck in your life or you haven't been satisfied with the progress you've been making, that's all over this summer. You really get in touch with, you really become excited about you and your potential. You know, teachers always tell kids they have potential, but very few kids actually believe in their own potential. And you believe in what is possible for you, what you can achieve in this life. And you really become engaged with that, and you start to talk to other people about it, you start to share ideas, and things really start to speed up and really start moving. That's great. Now, by the time July and August come around, Jupiter and Venus conjunct in your 9th house of exploration and learning. Okay, so again, I want you to sign up for a course, I want you to teach, I want you to go traveling, I want you to continue exploring these kind of sexual relationships, but the whole point is to do things differently. Because even though it's not quite apparent what you're going to do with that information, it will be very, very useful to you at a later stage. July may see the down point of your finances as well of the year. That may see when things are tightest. But that's outweighed then by the scales tipping towards actually starting to communicate what you've learned. Okay, so the first half of the year, or pretty much until August, is about exploring things. And now in the second half of the year, it's about taking that out to other people and doing something with it. Breathing new life into your finances by taking information that you're privy to, that you're expert in, and taking it out into other people's lives. You start working in September. The luck factor now enters your working life, which until this year so far, work has been zippo. There's been nothing going on for you work-wise. There's been no major milestones, no major challenges, nothing. It's just been zzzt. So work starts to be a good thing in your life now, a good, reliable source of influence. And Jupiter and the Sun are in Virgo. So it's very much discernment, hardworking, diligent, and you'll be able to make some really positive inroads in that sector. That gets even bigger in October. Some of your working hopes and dreams are starting to be realized. You start to engage with your work in a way that you haven't in a while. I think you felt a sense of identity crisis, not just in your personal life, but in your work life as well in 2015. I'm doing this job as a contractor. I'm not a contractor. I see myself as a tarot card reader. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's completely being disenchanted with what you do. And now in October, it's like I'm doing something that actually pleases me and that I see myself connecting with in a meaningful way. So that could be that you kind of rediscover your passion for your existing job, or it could be that you change your job into something that's more suitable. But I do see the expansion and love for your career. So regardless of whether it's the same or a change, it will grow and expand. So don't really worry too much about changing your job. I would suggest waiting it out until your inner passion comes back. It's not so much the job itself, it's you. It's the kind of burnout in you, or the sense of, what is this? Okay? And then finally, thank goodness you end 2015 with a real sense of who you are again. I think this whole year has been like a kind of spring clean. You know, my whole life I've thought I'm this person, and now 2015 comes along and I've completely reevaluated everything. I'm completely looking at myself in a different way, and now the dust settles in December 2015 and you have a good sense of that again. So identity crisis, existential crisis kind of over, and things start to settle down a little bit. And again, watch out for that family stuff. That's going to be with you the whole year. It's that kind of niggling, fuzzy, kind of buzzing little annoyance in your ear. So don't engage with that too much, and don't, if that is frustrating for you, just don't read too much into it. It's just something that's with you this year. So I hope that gives you some clues into what you'll be working with in 2015. If you'd like a private reading specific to your natal chart, Sagittarius, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Remember to subscribe to the channel for future updates, and if you'd like to send me an email, you can. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. Have a fantastic year, and I'll be with you for the daily readings, the monthly astrology readings, and the relaxation ASMR videos. All the best.